Hey everyone, what's up? Anyone who has ever played Diablo 2 knows that part of the charm of the game is some of the quirkiness that exists. So today I want to discuss my 5 favorite quirks in Diablo 2. This is part 3 of a planned multi-part series looking back on Diablo 2 over the years, so please subscribe if you want to see more of these in the future. Number 1. Mephisto and Pindle loot tables. Before we dive too deep into this topic, a basic understanding of how treasure class and quality levels work in Diablo 2 is needed. First, treasure class is a system that is used to internally predetermine which monsters can drop which item. Treasure classes are representative of the base type of an item and are broken up into 27 different tiers starting at TC3 and going up to TC87, which is where the best of the best items bases exist. Examples of some TC87 bases are Berserker Axe, Diadem, Sacred Armor, Corona, Vortex Shield, Myrmidon Greaves, etc. Every single monster will have treasure classes assigned to them depending on their spawn location, race, boss status, and difficulty. Second, let's discuss quality level. While treasure class determines the base of an item that will drop, quality level determines the rarity of the item. The quality level of an item is specific for each unique and set item and is directly related to the monster level, which is also directly related to the area level. For example, let's take Chaos Sanctuary, which is an area level 85 area, meaning all normal monsters are level 85 and therefore can drop up to quality level 85 items. Champion monsters are always plus 2 levels on top of the area level, so they are level 87 in Chaos, and boss packs are area level plus 3, meaning they are level 88 and can drop up to quality level 88, although the max quality level is 87. So, how does all of this relate to Mephisto and Pindle? To explain this, I'm going to use 2 specific items as examples, and they are Arachnid's Mesh Spiderweb Sash and Griffin's Eye Diadem. First, Mephisto has a treasure class of TC78 and is monster level 87. Spiderweb Sash has a treasure class of TC63, so that falls well below Mephisto's assigned treasure classes. However, the Arachnid's Mesh has a quality level of 87, and since Mephisto is level 87, he is able to drop it. Where it gets interesting is comparing this to Pindle, who actually has the TC87 treasure class assigned, but is only monster level 86. So while he certainly meets the treasure class requirement, his monster level is too low to drop Arachnid. Now, let's look at Griffin's Eye, with Diadem being a part of the TC87 treasure class, but having a quality level of 84. Since Mephisto doesn't have a high enough treasure class, he cannot drop Griffins. Pindle, on the other hand, who does have the correct treasure class and has a monster level that exceeds the 84 quality level, can drop Griffins. All this to say, Mephisto can drop an Arachnid, but Pindle cannot, and Pindle can drop Griffins, but Mephisto cannot. And lastly, I just want to give a quick shout out to my buddy Pump, who brought it to my attention that Duriel is actually a higher level than Mephisto at level 88, and he does have the correct treasure class to also drop an Arachnid, but of course he can't drop Griffins. Number 2. Triple durability rare items. This is a perfect topic to jump right into, as the quality level system we just discussed will be very relevant. In Diablo 2, there is an interesting interaction that can sometimes occur when a rare item drops with triple the durability that the base item would traditionally drop with. So, what causes this? The answer is failed unique item rolls. A failed unique item roll occurs when the magic find check would select unique quality, but is prevented from doing so due to a few possible reasons. The primary reason would be everything we discussed around quality level, where if a monster's level is not high enough to drop the unique version of that item. A perfect example of this is going back to the Arachnid's Mesh and Pindle. Since Pindle is not a high enough level to drop the unique rarity, in the case that unique rarity is selected by the magic find check, he would instead drop a rare Spiderweb Sash, but the durability would be 36 instead of the traditional base durability of 12. A second way this can occur is if a unique version of a base type doesn't exist in the game. A good example of this would be a base type of Vortex Shield, which doesn't have a unique. A third thing that could also cause this is if you've already found the unique version of an item in the same game, you cannot find it again. So say you kill Diablo and he drops a unique Shaco, and then you go to kill Baal. Even if the magic find check selects unique Shaco, it would instead drop as a triple durability rare Shaco. So, if you ever come across a rare item with triple the durability, it means the magic find check selected for the unique version to drop, but failed due to the reasons we discussed. This failed magic find check can also occur with set items, but they instead drop as magic items with double the durability. On top of this interesting interaction, the triple durability can be highly desired, especially for melee weapons. Anyone who has ever played a melee build in Diablo 2 knows how frustrating durability can be to manage, with repairs being needed regularly, sometimes even multiple times per game. I've actually been playing a lot of Classic lately with a Whirlwind Barbarian, and the most commonly used in-game weapons are rare Martel de Furs, which have a base of 60 durability. I can barely do one Players 1 Chaos run per repair. However, there are some rare Martels that will drop with 180 durability, since the unique version, Gavel of Pain, doesn't exist in Classic, and people actually pay a premium in trades for this increased durability and the quality of life it brings. Number 3. Act 5 Poison Immune Doors. In Act 5, while doing the Free the Prisoners quest or simply fighting through the Frigid Highlands, have you ever noticed that many of the barricades, including the doors and towers, are immune to poison? Since there aren't really any viable poison builds outside of Poison Nova Necro in Diablo 2, it's possible you've never really noticed, but what is hilarious about these barricades is that they all have 1000 poison resistance in all 3 difficulties. Yes, you heard that correctly. 1000 poison res. They are also untouchable with lower resist and conviction. A secondary quirk related to these barricades actually came in D2R when Sundered Charms were introduced in patch 2.5 just ahead of the start of Season 2. With these charms, any and all immunities can be broken, no matter how overcapped the monster's immunity is, except for these barricades, as even with a Poison Sunder in my inventory, they are still showing as being immune to poison. Number 4. Stained Glass Windows. This next one is an interesting one and is something that has a long history in Diablo 2, and that is the appearance of stained glass windows in the City of the Damned. What makes these so interesting is that they are the rarest spawning minion in all of Diablo 2 and can only be found in certain map seeds of the City of the Damned. These map seeds are ones that have a cathedral-looking building surrounded by a moat and is only accessible without teleport via a bridge over the moat with a map that looks like this. These windows were originally named in the original Diablo 2 as an evil force, before being updated to stained glass window with the release of D2R. Many have speculated what the reason is for these windows, with some wondering if there is secret content similar to the cow level hidden behind it, or if it was just part of an unfinished quest that wasn't able to be completed prior to the game's release. The mystery continues. What about you? Have you ever come across these windows? Let me know in the comments. Number 5. Nests as boss packs. You've probably come across various Bloodhawk nests in the Stony Field, Black Marsh, and Far Oasis, but did you know in rare occurrences they can actually spawn as an elite group, meaning a champion pack or a boss pack? In Diablo 2, champion packs spawn as 2 to 4 of the same monster with increased stats and abilities, whereas boss packs spawn as 1 boss monster and 3 to 6 additional monsters of the same monster type. Every zone in the game has a minimum and maximum number of elite groups that can spawn in said zone. For Stony Field, the range is 4 to 6, Black Marsh is 6 to 8, and Far Oasis is 4 to 6. So not only does it have to be in one of these zones, but the nest itself has to be randomly selected as an elite group for this to occur. I've actually only came across this one time in my 20 plus years of playing Diablo 2, but there are plenty of stories on Reddit of people coming across this exact thing. So, what do you think? Are any of these quirks new to you? Are you someone that enjoys the quirks in Diablo 2? And if so, what are some of your favorites? Let me know in the comments below, and please like and subscribe if you want to see more Diablo 2 videos in the future.